Three rad dudes with nothing better to do get abducted by the crew of the Starship Alpha 2. They're from the planet Q, which, due to a space-time loop, is stuck in 82 and must be rescued. They need our heroes to discuss the latest news and give their reviews of games and movies too. Sure hope you're not confused. We swear this is all true, not just the premise to the Totally Rad Show.
Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Totally Rad Show, episode number 2. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Jeff Canada.
I'm Dan Trachtenberg. That was
The Totally Rad Show. It was awesome. The Totally Rad Show is your weekly dose of all things rad. That is correct. It's second episodes.
awesome.
Hey, episode 1 was fun. Remember that?
Dude, I totally remember episode 1.
I totally
You
also
said some
remember
stuff.
it. I said many things.
Well,
Jeff was
it's
there.
awesome how many people downloaded episode 1. We want to thank everybody for watching.
Dude,
Right?
we got blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By
within like
what?
the first 10, how many people downloaded it in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
like 5 hours? I was getting calls from people like, this is really going kind of crazy.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Yes.
We got a big show today also.
Really big shoe. Also, But before we go crazy, if you haven't signed up for the podcast, we just got it through, because it takes a little while for all that stuff to get through Apple.
You mean
iTunes.
subscribing?
So you can subscribe to iTunes, and please
Steve
subscribe.
Jobs was like,
Steve Jobs was like, what's this Totally Rad Show? I've got to watch it first. That was rad. Submit.
He talks like that?
He does.
he does.
Yeah?
It's because of the neck, the turtleneck that he wears.
The
The turtleneck?
Turtle. I couldn't
That's
think of the
awesome.
word for
That's
turtleneck.
awesome.
It's a mock turtleneck.
It should be a tortoise neck.
Which is why I was mocking him.
Yeah.
Ah, very
You
good.
just, that's
good
a Jeffism.
play off.
They will come to know that that is a Jeffism.
What, the mock turtle?
They're like making a joke that's like a pun.
Not very good.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that.
So what do we got going on in movies today, Dan?
Well, we saw The Lookout,
Yes.
which is a movie that we're going to talk about. I can't say which is
We saw The
great
Lookout.
or bad.
It is a movie.
Yeah.
We're going to
We'll
talk
talk
about
about it later.
And what else? Oh, Stardust is this movie that I've been jazzed about for a long time. There's finally a trailer for it, and we are all going to be able to fix our mics and discuss it.
And then talk about it. That's disgusting.
And video games this week, there's a certain game that you may have heard of that comes after 3 and before 5, maybe. A little tease. It's big. It's big.
It's a big 4.
And also a little game. We got a big game and a little game that we're going to
Yes.
talk about. So that's a little tease. And we'll talk about that in video
yeah,
games.
I like that. I like that. So I wanted to mention, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I was sort of a little shocked to find out that in the forums, people were wondering where my glasses went.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen that.
I'm always
And
weirded out.
Steve, when we're having dinner, and Steve was like, what, did you get rid of your glasses? And I was like, how?
Well,
I didn't realize I was wearing them so often.
It's not even about that. It's whenever, isn't it? Throughout your whole life, whenever you
Yeah.
see someone that wears glasses and then you see them without glasses,
But
you're
I guess I always still felt that I
Startled?
didn't wear glasses. I just was always. I guess I'm more lazy than I thought.
Let me ask you
Let me
something.
put it to you that way.
Do you wear glasses?
No.
You don't wear
See?
glasses.
I mean, I wear glasses, but like
That's what people are talking about.
I
They
know,
see
but
you with glasses.
I didn't realize how often I wore them. So they're not. That wasn't. I was always thinking this was normal, and then I'd be like, oh, he's wearing his glasses
I would be
today.
shocked to see the glasses.
And that was
Right.
so many days that were like
I don't
that.
know.
Well, it's like Superman. We would not recognize you if you had your glasses or didn't have your
That is
glasses
true.
on. You're like
That
a
is
different
true.
guy.
That is true. All right, let's get to it.
So for movies this week, we all saw a movie.
Das Lookout.
Good thing. Yeah, the German title, I believe, is that.
Yep.
For you English-speaking people, it's The Lookout. It's Scott Frank's directorial debut. He's a big screenwriter.
Yeah, and an alumni of my school.
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
He went to UCSB, which is where I went. Go Gauchos.
And you guys hung out? You guys talked?
I
movies?
met him once.
That's cool.
What happened?
He was like, hey.
Cut to that moment
Yeah.
in time.
And then we made
And he was
out,
like-
and it was really awkward.
No, Scott Frank wrote. He wrote Get Shorty.
Yeah.
He wrote Out of Sight.
Minority Report.
Wrote Minority Report.
Yeah.
He wrote a movie that I loved back in the day, and it'd be awesome if you guys knew it. It's called Plain Clothes.
No, I don't know it.
About the guy who goes
So it's
undercover
not
in high
awesome.
school. He's an undercover cop in high school, poses as a high school student.
No,
Okay.
not there.
All right,
Wait. No.
Okay.
Richard Grieco?
No,
No,
that's
not
Didn't he do City of Angels?
no, that's I think that's Turtle Tub. No, it's Brad Silberling did City of Angels.
Silverling, also UCSB grad.
Oh, is he?
That's why I got him.
And he did Lemony Snicket's,
what-
which is awesome. But
So
The Lookout.
What was the movie about?
Lookout. What if you want to summarize, Jeff? What?
The Lookout is a movie about a sort of the stud guy in high school who, at the very beginning of the movie, has a unfortunate car accident, and then we find him a few years later, and he has some relatively mild brain problems.
Stuff.
And so
It's called a head
affected his
injury.
life.
He's got some
He's
serious
got some
things.
memory issues. He's got
Yeah.
some.
What do they
getting
call
around
it?
issues.
Sequencing issues? That's for
Sequencing,
the
right.
people who know about brain injuries.
That's
Just
most
saying.
of our demographic.
I know.
And then he sort of gets tangled up. His life has completely changed from what it was, and he sort of gets embroiled in a plot to rob a bank.
Well, he sort of gets suckered into, played upon on this thing.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it a lot. There was definitely some stuff. Did you guys see the most over-actory monologue in the history of movies in there hiding? Did you notice that one? Maybe? Guy sitting on a chair going, I paid my sins.
Oh,
Paid them in.
wow. We really disagree about that then.
I paid them in.
So
Are you serious?
I think
oh my God, please don't tell me you
didn't
thought that
like-
was good.
I don't think I like
Okay.
that.
I thought he was good when I
was
first saw him.
amazing.
No.
That actor.
No. When I first saw him.
This is what you wanted to know, right?
Dude, and then in that scene, I was like, that guy needs to take a fucking anti-acting pill because this is horrible.
I disagree.
Well, I didn't
overacting.
like that moment, but I think that was a script thing more than what he was doing.
The whole thing, when he started talking, from beginning to end, I was like, stop acting.
But I think that
Stop
moment,
acting.
I see. I think that moment
say
was
be
him.
nay.
Was him convinced? Was him being?
I know what it
laying his
was.
shtick on the guy to get
I
him.
get it, but
that dude blew me away.
I love
I
that
know.
dude.
I
I love
was
that
like-
dude.
That's why I want to ask you, have you seen him before or anything?
Yes, and you have too.
Oh, great.
And
I
this
can't
is
wait to
what's
find out.
This is what is amazing,
He is Shrek.
Mike Myers?
dude. Because like the thing about that dude,
No, he did the
is that he was
motion
just
capture.
he was just awesome, and I don't even think like.
And I will say, I really did
This is the
like
bad
him.
guy. This is the main
and,
bad
and I
guy.
really
Yeah.
did like
Oh, yeah,
him.
we
But
should
when
say
you
that-
first meet him, I really liked him. That scene I had some real problems with, but overall, I thought the guy was great.
We're
Say
talking
his
about the
name.
main bad
Do you know his
guy.
name?
Okay,
Say his name.
that dude his name's Matthew Good or Matthew Good E. It's got good with an E in the end.
Okay.
And he
He
was
was
the
very
dude.
good, E.
Yeah.
He was the dude in Match Point.
I didn't
Not
see,
the main
I didn't
guy.
See Match Point.
The lover, Scarlett Johansson's husband in Match Point. British guy. Nothing.
I knew.
Look-
No, as soon as he started talking in the bar, I thought that guy's not American. I was like, I'm gonna
All right,
look him up
well,
when I get home. I bet you he's
you're
not
a-
American.
You are a better man than I.
Player
I didn't
here.
mean to, but all right, but no. But I thought he was great.
Phenomenal in this movie.
Because
Except for that scene, I
I
agree
was gonna say,
wholeheartedly.
the introduction to the bad guys was terrible. The introduction to the bad guys
Oh,
is
that little
like
moment in the
a dark car pulls up.
Yeah.
You don't see who's
Oh, no,
inside
and
it,
then he goes-
and then you see this dude wearing like sunglasses, and then you see a dude take a puff from an inhaler.
I didn't want that to be the first thing I saw.
Yeah, and I was like,
It
that
could
is
have been.
terrible.
It could have been fine as the last.
it's a
thing I
little
saw.
bit, it's twisting the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
it's a trite portrayal of the evil dudes,
Right.
which made me think about how amazing this actor was. That was the way that the bad guys were portrayed.
But it's
Yeah.
interesting that why would they want us to distrust him right away? Which is what having that little
Because I
snippet
think
of scene in
well,
there does.
Yeah, well, because I think that you never for once want to think you want to get the. I think what they were going for was the emotion of, I know they are screwing this kid, and I
Yeah.
feel for this kid. He's touched in the head because he was hit in the head by a freaking combine. Like you just feel for him. And Jeff Daniels, awesome. That was
But you know
so
what I love?
convincingly blind.
Yeah, it
with
was
the
great.
weird
He was very
eyes,
great.
I was like, I'm in.
All the
No, but
performances.
you know what I
weird
mean?
eyes. That guy's got weird
He
eyes.
had that thing of like the eyes up in the thing. I was like,
Yeah.
how does he do that without even like being
Headache
like
City.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is the thing that's so great, I think, about our hero in the movie,
Yeah.
and what you said about how much
Who's
we
the
care
kid
for
from
him,
Third Rock from the Sun? What's his
Right,
name?
what's his
Greg.
name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's
Gordon-Levitt.
in Brick.
who makes, by the way, amazing choices of
Yeah, I
like
liked it.
Brick.
Well,
and,
recently,
anyway,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
the thing that's so cool is
I like
we
Third
don't
Rock.
see much of the varsity stud, uber
No.
jock, silver spoon kid, which is what we find out about him later in the movie. We don't see much of that at the start. We find out about it through the course of some kind of flashbacks and what people say about him. And the thing that's so rad that I thought was that he is the kind of guy that I would hate.
Yes, agreed.
But because we see what has become of him, how he sort of
Yeah,
lost all that status,
yeah.
we begin to care for him.
And how great were the minor characters like Deputy Donut? Loved Deputy
Yeah, he was
Donut.
great. And how he turns. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, but
So
now
did you
let
like the movie
me
too?
bring up a point.
I loved the movie.
Oh.
I loved the movie.
Wow.
I thought it was phenomenal. It was such a slow burn.
Well,
The whole beginning is
yeah.
such a slow burn.
I thought
and
it
it's-
burned a little long. I wanted it to be more of the last 20 minutes and less of the first hour.
But it pays
But I
off
love
so
and
strongly.
I like the movie. I would say it's a great movie.
And-
Wait, let me
go
ask
ahead.
you this one thing. What did you guys think about? And I'm going to try to be as vague as I can because I don't want to spoil anything. But when
About pictures on the screen.
yeah, no.
Moving
When the
24 times a
when the shooting actually started happening,
Yeah.
could you guys not all of a sudden we were in like shot on this camera?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it was like
it was shot on the Genesis camera.
God, those Genesis cameras. Don't do action with the
Same thing
Genesis
as
cameras.
Superman Returns and Apocalypse.
Honestly, literally, because I was like, I never thought about the what it was shot on or how, because it was gorgeous and all that stuff. The moment the action started happening, and I was like, why does this all of a sudden look like it's shot on like a VHS camcorder from '81? Like what?
You're comparing my camera to a VHS camera?
No, I'm comparing it to a Genesis camera.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But
No.
that and I know, like I talked to Heather because I saw it with Heather and you guys last night, and
Yeah.
she was like, I didn't even notice. So I know that it's rare that people do notice that, or that it's not everybody that does. But
Yeah.
it really takes me
It
out of the
took me
movie
completely out. Yeah.
because I was like, I'm so not interested in the action that's going on, and that was like the heat moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Dan, did you even said if you liked it or not?
Well, I will in a second, but I just want to say, like, that is really frustrating, and I don't understand. These cameras are fine. The HD stuff, there's a reason why we were cool with it in Zodiac.
Right.
Hated it in Apocalypto, and,
Right.
and was fine with it in this movie until
Except for the
when
action
there's
part.
action sequences. 'Cause
Yeah.
it doesn't handle motion like that well, and I don't know why they're
It looks so, and it's so
why it
different.
doesn't why these guys who obviously love Scott Frank loves filmmaking, like
Yeah.
why do you not have better standards?
I mean, I'm wondering if it's just like a budgetary thing or
No,
what,
it's-
but it's like.
Honestly, these are just necessary steps. It's like,
Yeah.
the keys around the TIE fighters in Star Wars. Like, Lucas did not like them, but necessary steps,
Yeah, but I
Um,
feel like in this kind of a movie, I would choose to shoot it on 35mm film than have my action sequence look like that.
Yeah.
But that's why
I'm with you.
if I ever direct
That's
a movie,
why you're
70mm,
those
baby.
pictures.
Price is no object.
Crazy
Alright.
town. So what did you think?
So I was very
Really?
about it. Yeah.
Interesting.
I loved that actor. I hated that, even though he was a little creepy, the glasses guy, Bones.
Yeah. Well,
he
that-
was very creepy, but
Where the hell did he come from?
it was just like
guy in
That's
the
what's
corner.
cool about him.
a little
I
bit,
thought so.
but it was so like twisted mustache, like evil guy, and it wasn't
That's our new
grounded
thing.
in reality to me. That guy didn't feel very true. There's a
Yeah.
lot of scenes between those bad dudes that felt true, and then every time we had
Well,
that
I
guy,
thought he
it was
wasn't,
like.
and I thought he was like couldn't talk, which I thought was scary, and then all of a sudden he just for no reason starts talking. And I was like,
it's like, who is that guy in real life?
Right.
This is a real drug. All the drug dealer guys felt like they could be real drug dealers.
Yeah.
This guy feels like a bad guy in a movie.
Although
See, I didn't
they weren't
have that
drug
feeling.
dealers, but-
That's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, but look,
all good, bro.
We got
What?
not so much good gravy
Well, like
train.
the
I
Three
gotta
Bears.
say too.
We are the Three Bears.
I have to say
I'm
too.
just right.
I think I'm just right. You're
Oh, I'm
awesome.
too
You're awesome
warm?
town.
What
Yeah.
What am I?
You don't not so much.
I'm not
You're
so
not
much.
so much, and too
I'm
much.
Daddy Bear.
I
he's
want
a
to say
Papa
too.
Bear.
Also, that
He's a big
opening
guy.
scene, like as pretty as it was with the locusts,
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, they weren't
I just
locusts.
like
Fireflies.
Fireflies. You know why I say locust?
That weird nuclear glowing locust.
I'll say locust because it looked.
So much worse.
It was like the scene in Lucas. It was like that scene in Lucas. Where
Yeah,
they
it
were
was.
trying-
No, it was.
Thank you.
Cicadas.
Thank you. Okay.
Cicadas.
So
Whatever.
last thing I just want to say real quick: the score incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, this score is amazing, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to find a new composer. Cuts to who composed it?
Hans Zimmer?
No, James Newton Howard.
Oh, James Newton Howard.
Who's a buddy of Hans Zimmer's.
Oh.
Every score that guy does, he's
Epic.
dude. Batman Begins, he did with Hans Zimmer.
Oh, I love that.
Amazing
Yeah, that
score.
was good.
Signs, Unbreakable,
Oh.
which is like
Oh,
Unbreakable
yeah.
is totally different than Signs, which is totally different than he did. Dinosaur, the scores in Dinosaur, a Disney movie. I
Was
know
Dinosaur
it was like
the one with
live
the,
action,
with the
egg,
little baby
where you find
egg?
the yeah.
Loved it. Cried
The
my
score
fucking
to that movie is incredible. If you like movie scores.
All right, let's
dude.
move on. That
Okay.
was awesome.
That
so we
being
got
said,
good, okay, good,
Yeah.
gravy
And
train.
porridge.
Yes.
Porridge. His
So,
porridge is hot. Is bad.
so Stardust.
Yes.
I've been.
I had never heard hide nor hair of this movie until you said it.
Okay. Well, Stardust is either based on a Neil Gaiman book or written by Neil Gaiman. I know it's
Okay.
co-written by Neil Gaiman, the screenplay.
I'm not aware of a Neil Gaiman book. by the name
Okay, so
Stardust, but I could be
it's
wrong.
penned by because
Correct
you're a
me
Neil
in the
Gaiman
forums.
guy, right?
Yeah,
you're into him.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm not saying that right. So
Say Gaiman. I don't know.
all right. I don't even know where I'm at.
I don't know.
Stardust.
What the cast?
Directed by
Oh, well.
directed by this guy Matthew Vaughn, who did Layer Cake,
Oh, okay.
which I did not like. Everyone loved.
I loathed it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really was
I thought it
angry
was
at
horrible.
I haven't
But I
seen
heard
it
it-
yet, but so many people
But
are
everyone's
like,
like
I love
all
it.
about it.
I know. I think maybe that's
Well,
why I hated it so
that
much. Is that
Daniel
people built
Craig
it up
thing,
so
yeah.
much.
But yeah, and it was like supposed to be this really new.
God, it was
he
so
didn't,
bad.
He didn't want to do the gangster films like Guy Ritchie and blah blah.
Yeah, it's
and
not
it looked
Snatch 2.
exactly
Yeah, I know.
like
when
those
I saw
films.
it, I was like, is this Snatch 2?
But he was supposed to do
X.
X3 and turn it down,
Right.
and I guess in some way did this film. So this was hyped as a like modern Princess Bride,
Which is exactly what it looks
Which
like.
is
It's
exactly what it looks like.
With a tad
And-
bit of labyrinth.
and,
like
and a
this.
tad bit of Baron Munchausen.
Oh, lots of
Yeah,
Barry
Yeah,
Munchausen.
I was like,
They were
somebody,
pouring that shit.
Dude,
in there.
well,
I was like, somebody watches Terry
boats,
Gilliam.
airboats.
dude,
Oh, it's so
so
Terry
good.
Gilliam.
Yeah.
Now, the
So
one
Terry
thing I
Gilliam.
will say that I'm waiting to behold is
The movie itself.
if that's a way to say this, is that the dialogue, the cleverness of Princess Bride, I didn't really see
Oh,
any
yeah,
of that
no.
in the trailer.
Ricky Gervais.
But
The
yeah,
But
that's just
It's
his
got the
thing. That's just, but
ingredients.
that's just Ricky's thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talk about
Like,
the cast.
all those lines are things that he would
Well,
say.
they're watching the cast
Yeah.
behind
Yeah,
us.
Michelle
De Niro,
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Ricky Gervais. Claire Danes.
Are you a big fan?
Are you
Who was
not?
Claire Danes in the trailer?
She's
all
the
right.
Stardust.
She's the star lady. That's Claire
No,
Danes.
I think that was Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, it's
no,
Claire
it's Claire Danes.
Really?
Yeah.
Looking
I fucked that up.
spectacular.
No, it's the same girl.
Oh, we know
Gwyneth Paltrow too.
It's Claire Danes.
Claire Danes.
Yeah,
I will
wholeheartedly.
fight you for it.
Alright.
Can we? Are we?
You
not,
will win,
Are you not
sir.
in love with Claire
Like-
Danes?
I'm not a fan.
I'm not sure
my
if I
God.
am.
I mean, I don't dislike her. I don't want her to, get lung cancer or
I
anything.
think
But
so.
I think
Well,
I just don't.
That's generous.
Is
of
that how you feel about people that you don't love?
Some actors.
you. Wow.
I'm just kidding. That's horrible. No, but I don't. She doesn't. It's not.
I think she's gorgeous, and I think she makes
She's a very.
freaking awesome choices.
She's a very.
Shop Girl wasn't very good, and I love that book.
I dug Jump Girl.
All right.
Well, but okay. So who else was in it? Peter O'Toole was in it.
Oh, what?
Or is in
My
it?
God.
Yes, your God is in it.
Robert
who
De
else?
Niro.
I said that
You
already.
said that already.
Oh.
As the pirate guy.
I'm-
and then a couple.
I'm not listening.
and then a
I'm
couple
waiting to
people
speak.
that I don't know, or maybe I know, but they didn't. I don't remember that they were the guy.
Sienna
from the
Miller. I
thing.
thought you were going to talk about Sienna Miller,
Oh, Sienna Miller
who was
in
in
it?
Layer Cake. She was the main. She's the main. His chick that he leaves to go get the star for.
God, that was a horrible
I feel like
movie.
Sienna Miller is a
I'm
little.
just remembering her.
Yeah,
name.
hot.
Layer
All
Cake.
right,
Yeah, but I
anyway.
feel like she's got so much hype and not. I haven't seen
Sure,
anything on her.
I totally
And so
agree.
I feel like she's that person that
She's
everybody
like
knows
Kid,
because
she's like
they
Kid
know.
Rock. Like Kid
She's
Rock
like
was
Kid
like.
Rock, yeah.
Yeah. Kid Rock. MTV told you Kid Rock was awesome. He was never like awesome. He was just like
didn't believe
suddenly he's on
MTV.
TRL and he's awesome. I've told my little brother.
I don't know, but you know what?
Little brother,
You know
I'm
what I
sorry.
think? We think Sunshine, Stardust
Stardust looks sick.
looks rad.
Right.
I'm Claudia Canada. I'm Jeff Canada's mom, and they're going to test and see if I can play Wii without knowing anything about it or how to play the game.
And now just point at the screen, you'll see a little cursor that comes up. Oh, it's not on. Sorry.
What did I do? First test, mom failed. Where you go? You down here? Oh, there you are. Oh, looks just like you, honey.
Right, now if you look at
Oh, I see. Up here you do hair. No, I don't look like that. It's very easy. It is a safety. Huh? Actually, there's no people are just around you that you might bump into a plane. Oh, like that. Okay. Okay, well, maybe we'll do bowling this time. Or rolls up. Okay. Hey, there's Bear! It was easier than I thought it was going to be, but I probably, if I played other video games, but then this is so different than other video games because of the joysticks or the whatever than this little thing.
Well, let's play a two-player game real fast.
Okay. Ah! Play better than I ever played in real life.
There you have it. My mom just beat me in video games.
Oh.
Hey everybody, welcome to the video games section. We got a lot to talk about this week, but
Yeah, what was that?
that?
I know what it was.
What was that?
That was you getting owned by your mom again, because she used to own you when you were younger.
I, as a good son,
Oh,
of course,
don't you play the? This is
let
what he
my
tried.
mom
No, this is
win.
what he tried to play at the end of the.
What, you wouldn't let your mom win at
No,
video
I would
games?
kick her ass, and she'd be like, "You know what? You're a damn good son. I raised you right."
Because if you were letting her win, you would let her win once.
Yeah, and
You
you'd be
wouldn't
like,
like,
"Oh,
it's
you're
fun."
great. You're great."
I was distracted because I
we
was
can
worried
see.
about her injuring herself and so. No.
Well, that is something to consider with Wii's. I would
Hey.
never let my grandmother play a Wii. She would
Well,
break
my
her
mom
hip.
is very active and youthful.
She
and,
did seem that way.
and I
And
love
very
you. Mom.
nice.
I love you very
Very
much.
nice.
Um,
All right. Let's
anyway,
get to it.
so we gotta talk real video game news
Yeah.
because the internet's broke in half this week.
Oh, that's right. I remember crashing.
Or actually last week when you're watching this, because the big gigantic Grand Theft Auto 4 trailer was released.
Yes.
The first inch of news we've heard since it was told to us that it was going to be released in October
And cross-platform.
and cross-platform.
Which is
But we
huge.
saw nothing about it. No one. There was a lot of speculation as to what city it might be in
Or what
what
ethnicity.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
what-
it seems like they're going like ethnicity. What ethnicity's next? You know what I mean?
Well, that's
I'm excited
interesting.
about that.
So I'm sure we're watching it right now on the screen. It's
But I
You said it
encourage
was a
everyone
thing. Oh, go.
to go download it because
I think everyone has
the
it.
quality,
Yeah, but if
first
you
of all,
have
how
it
it
on-
looks and how the music that's being used
Dude,
is
get it on
incredible.
Xbox Live. I downloaded HD Xbox Live. That's where I saw it, and I was like, "This is why." Although there needs to be a streaming section on Xbox Live because, yeah.
So what do you guys think of the trailer?
Well, first of all, honestly, we watched this trailer a couple times, and
Yeah.
it made me not want to be doing commercials or want to get into movies. It made me want to get into video games.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is such
Well,
an
what
exciting
was that?
time
You
when
guys-
when advertisement,
Yeah.
with the Gears of War.
oh,
It's
the
very-
Gears of War trailer.
It's very reminiscent of that.
It's
isn't it?
like
Oh,
it's like
dude,
they are
yes.
advertising video games. We're in such a great era.
It's
Like,
a
well, they've become
wonderful time to
cinematic.
be alive.
right, but maybe that's why
they
They
went
become,
through a lot
they
of-
become very cinematic.
They have. Oh yeah, more.
Where as we basically looking at GTA trailer, it looks very realistic.
Yeah.
We've achieved
Yeah.
that goal, and that's what gets me jazzed about this game is that it looks like a big city that is
Yeah.
full of life. And that,
We
for
should say
me,
it looked like-
since I started playing video
Yep.
games, that's what I've always wanted to do,
Yep.
is run around in a big city and do whatever I want.
and kill hookers.
Well,
I just
It was on the list. Maybe not a need.
you have a different list
It was
than
a
I have,
want.
I think.
to wrap up a point. I
My
think
list
it's-
is to hug puppies.
Oh, I think that's in this one. It's a mod.
to wrap up what I was saying, I think it's just so exciting that they're advertising video games. They're advertising the new Grand Theft Auto using the music from Koyana Scotzi.
Yeah, which is a...
Francis Ford Coppola produced this.
But it's not just the music. Oh, go ahead. It produced a what?
Well, yeah, I mean they do the time lapse. It
Its
looks like
shots
the
look
shots
like the
from
same movie.
Koyana Scotzi. Koyana Scotzi. There's a trilogy of movies: Koyana Scotzi, Nicoya Scotzi, and Paula Scotzi. are about like transcendentalism and like it's like the history of the world and time lapse sort of. And
There's no dialogue. It's a
message
documentary
about-
with no dialogue
Yeah.
at all. It's just
Interesting.
shots and.
It's Philip
lot of
Glass.
Oh, Philip Glass.
Philip-
Yeah.
Which is
I
the music-
love that music.
It's the music they
It's-
use in the
oh,
GTA trailer.
have you seen
Yeah.
the
I haven't
GTA
seen
thing?
it yet.
Oh, we gotta play it when we're done taping
Yeah.
and show it to you. It's really, or well, you can't see it.
It's a minute and a half, and I'm sure it's played already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but Steve can't see it.
So
Steve
I
has
think that's
future eyes. I actually will say I was I played Grand Theft Auto 2. Which was a big one?
Three.
Which
Three
started
was-
the
Two
whole.
is overhead. 3 is.
2
the
is
first
overhead.
three.
I actually did play 2 as well, but I played a little bit of 3, not much, and I was like, everybody just became so big, and I was like, I don't even get it, and then like the senators were talking about it, and I was like, and I played a little, and then Vice City, a buddy of mine had, because it was all PS2 at that point, and so I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. I had a great time playing that, and then I was actually at G4 when the next one, Rumble in the Jungle or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, it was Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali
Yes,
and
you play as Joe Frazier, I
pretty
think,
rad. Yeah.
or whoever the other guy was. And so I played a little bit of that, but I wasn't really into it. This trailer blew me away, like Russian mafia stuff.
But
Cool. That to me is like I'm in. I've always liked
I want to
that.
talk about that in a second, but we've been playing Crackdown so much
Yeah.
that I saw those shots in that trailer, and I immediately said, I want to leap to the top of that. And
I don't know if you'll be able to do that.
awesome.
And you were
I still
saying
haven't
you were
played
like
it yet.
pointing out shit like the signage and stuff.
Yeah, the sense of humor that they use, that they've been using.
Yeah.
But I think the really interesting thing is that a lot of the speculation before the game came out is like, what city? We had Miami,
Yeah.
we had California.
Yeah.
What city are we going to have? It looks like they're back to Liberty City, which is their analog for
New
New
York.
York.
Yeah.
But it looks like way more detailed. We saw the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
We saw what looked like a Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
we
Chrysler
saw
the
building
Get Life
looking thing.
building.
Yeah.
Get a life, yeah.
The Get a Life
And a
building.
lot of the stuff that's in GTA 3,
Yeah.
which was also set in the same city,
Yeah.
is back in this game. There's a website that already did, I think Computer and Video Games did a side-by-side comparison from a couple of the shots.
Oh,
and we should put those up just to show you. It's like very interesting how much of a huge leap
Oh,
it
dude,
is
are
going
you
to be.
from the number 3? Yeah, from
Yeah.
the original, yeah.
But are you guys jazzed about
I'm
New
totally
York?
jazzed. I actually think it's gonna be fun. I like I said, I've never played one of these from beginning to end, and it's not really the genre that I love. So, but I will definitely play
But
it.
we saw no gameplay.
No, but it felt like it didn't feel pre-rendered to me.
Oh no, it's definitely not. In fact,
Yeah.
they confirmed that.
Yeah.
They said it was.
And
They
to
didn't say
me-
which system it was captured from, but they said it was 720p directly from a next gen system.
I was like, why would they?
But they didn't say if it was PS3 or Xbox 360.
well, but they kind
It's
of.
gonna be.
I
But
mean,
so-
it looks exactly the same.
Alex brought up it seems we don't have any confirmation of this, but it seems
Yeah.
like he's a Russian immigrant.
Russian mob, baby.
So-
crazy Russian mobs. I
feels
don't
dark-
even want to say
it's a
bad
bold
Which is
things.
idea.
a darker, which is
Oh,
the darker,
love it,
seedier
yeah.
mob, and this feels like it's that game.
Yeah.
I know so much about the Russian mob. but-
Well, you,
Well,
might
you had
time-
that
what-
time in-
the time in the circus that you were when you
In
were.
Bolivia, which is where there were the Russian mob was there for no reason.
You know,
was
the
a traveling
interesting thing
circus.
though, as I forget what you said that sparked this, but like we almost were going to talk about the Daywatch trailer, and
Yeah.
that got the imagery in that trailer is amazing, and I remember feeling the same way from the Nightwatch trailer, and
Which are two Russian
Sci-fi
produced
movies.
Sci-fi movies.
Yes, and I keep on doing the same shit. I keep on getting sucked in by awesome trailers and
Yeah, yeah.
great visuals, and even I remember I saw Stealth last year.
Huh.
I guess you're like, why?
Really?
First you're like, why did you bring up Stealth?
And you were
Here's the
sucked in
thing.
by that trailer.
Here's what I
Yeah.
said. Here's what I said. I said, you know what? I'm in the mood to just go see a cheesy movie.
You were
It's
gonna
gonna be
say
fun.
shitty.
They had really
You were
good.
gonna say shitty.
It's gonna have fun special effects. And
Yeah.
I was reading articles that the special effects were actually genuinely awesome. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna see some fun action movie. And every time I get in that mindset, I go and I'm like, this is terrible. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying all this to say about Grand Theft Auto that as cool as the advertising is and as gorgeous as it looks, ultimately, I could very easily get bored with it.
Well, of course, but that's
I got
that's
bored
any
with Saints
trailer.
Row was like fun and whatever, but then I
Yeah.
got bored with it. Like if it doesn't have some great, like we're gonna talk about the DS in a little bit. Elite Beat Agents we loved. You know,
Yeah.
I have all these Xbox 360 games. The second I got a DS, I did not go near the Xbox 360.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
more about like it's
Well, it's
fun.
like Wii, and it's like
It-
the Wii. That's why the Wii is so successful right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did we talk about the epic part between like at the end of Leapy J, just that I got to the last level.
How
talk
it
to you about
continues and
you?
you can't save in the
Did I
middle.
talk to you
Oh,
about
you
you?
can't save? No, you didn't tell me about this.
No, dude, it's epic. Where like they get turned to stone, and all of a sudden.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
you did tell us, you did tell us.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, wait till
Dude.
you play that.
Agent
on the
Czar.
last-
Go!
Dude, I'm
I
so
was
psyched.
on that last part. You know, you can't
Because
save in the
you
middle.
can save in the middle.
You can't.
Oh, fuck.
Because I had closed my. Trust me. That's why I left my shit on sleep the entire time. Because
Well, in that case, I was in the
All right.
air and I couldn't turn it up. Sorry. Anyway,
All right, so
we're very
you
excited
guys
about the
got your
GTA
hard
3.
on for the Game Boy or the
Let's
Yes.
show them
so bad.
the ons.
We've been playing. We all been playing a
just
great
got,
game.
yeah.
I think it's a great
Well,
game.
how do you know what I-
I don't know. That was
It's called Puzzle Quest.
Yes.
And it's one of those games.
Puzzle me this, Batman.
It's one of those games that it seems like. Well, let's say first of all, it's coming out for both the DS and the PSP. It came out same day for both,
I
and the
guess that
PC.
makes
Um, and you can download the demo for the PC also. So if
But
you don't have a handheld and you want to check it out, I
Yeah,
would recommend doing
yeah.
that. But anyway, it's a game that is exactly what the DS seems to be getting a lot of lately, which is really unique.
Yeah.
And it's basically an RPG that has puzzle elements like Bejeweled, like the casual
it's
game
like
Bejeweled.
is the battle.
Is the battle.
sequence.
Yeah. And it also has some interesting strategy, like turn-based strategy
when
elements.
you
can
get
build-
going,
yeah.
oh dude, you like build
Yeah.
up because you're different. The different jewel because it's a full-on RPG.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, you're like
very
you
deep.
choose. It's more deep than I thought with quests and the whole 9 yards. But then when you go into the fighting, it's like Bejeweled, but then you have like blue mana, red mana, yellow mana, green mana,
Right.
and that's all the mana. You have experience things, so the more experience things you build up, the more experience you get for the fight. Gold, and then you have skulls, and
Which
the
are the
skulls
attacks.
are the damage.
Right.
And
in addition to the spells.
in
that
addition
you can
to, you
cast
build up all these
by
spells
using the
by
mana
collecting
that
the
you-
mana, and then
that from the Bejeweled like.
Yeah.
sequence.
So there's layers and layers of
Dude.
strategy
It
on
is-
top of this basic Bejeweled
it is
game.
fucking mesmerizing.
Addictive.
It's
It's a fantastic game.
I literally was watching TV, turned it off, and sat there and played, and my arm went numb. I mean, I was like,
You need to get some circulation.
I did. I was like all jacked up because I was just lying on my couch.
Well, I was gonna say when we got home from the movie, we saw a midnight screening of Lookout. I
Yeah.
got home, I was up till 4 a.m. playing it. Like,
That's why you're level 10.
That's why I'm level 10. And
Dude.
here's the thing, and I played again this morning. Like, I thought you'd gotta get Puzzle Quest, and I was stoked because I love puzzle games. Like,
Sure.
Like, there's a game for Game Boy, like not Q-Bert, but like Quick. It was like this tomato-looking dude, like KW something. Quit, and you like had to push
Oh.
shit around to get. You had to start
Like
on
the
one side of the
rats, and you had the
screen,
rats?
and you had to get on the other side of the screen. You had to like move blocks around to get.
It wasn't a tomato. It was just like a ball or something,
Something
like that.
like that.
Yeah, no.
I
It was
think
it was a
tomato.
mouse, and you had to move the blocks, and then it would go.
I'm not sure if we're vibing here. Bro.
I don't know. I might
Okay,
be.
But
Anyway,
what I was saying is, I was like, cool, fun puzzle game.
Yeah.
And then I put it in my DS, and I was like, first of all, it creeps me. Japanese RPG stuff
Oh, yeah.
weirds me out. Like, it just makes me feel funny. Like, I don't like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like the dude from Lookout with the glasses.
Yeah.
Weird.
he creeped you up bones.
And I was
style,
like,
is that what
this
it
is
did?
not. I was like bummed. I spent the money on it. And I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't what. And they're into RPG stuff more than me. I don't know if I. And then after I play, I'm like, okay, this is Bejeweled. What the, you know? And
Yeah.
then I get the mana situation
Once
starts
you
happening.
figure that
and I'm
out.
like, okay, there's some strategy happening here. And then actually, I don't know if you guys are at this part yet. But there's a moment where it's very difficult to beat the guys.
It is.
Oh.
It's not easy.
That's
So
only
you
my
want-
only complaint actually is that there's no difference between the way the AI plays between a rat and a knight.
I think there is actually. I will say.
Well, maybe I haven't.
Yeah,
played
yeah,
enough.
there's
we're,
some.
We're all still very
think
early.
we're-
in this
yeah.
game.
But let me say, a very cool thing happened. Because you want to get shit as fast as possible. You want to buy more spells or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, and you want as much as you can
Right.
to defeat the other guy.
Right.
So there was a moment where I rescued someone in the story, which I like don't want to read, but I read anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys do the same thing. And this guy.
Oh, they give you
and this dark guy.
Dark Hunter.
Dark Hunter guy.
I remember him.
there's a prisoner.
Yeah,
that
you
have to-
killed the
right?
orc, yes.
And the prisoner offers you if you
Yes.
release him.
Did you do it?
To get the
Did you
sword.
get the sword?
Right, and I got the sword.
sword.
But I'm realizing, oh my god, like I wanted so desperately. It was Luke Skywalker. I wanted so desperately to beat these guys easier because it's
That
so hard.
you let
I'm
the
gonna
evil
turn to the dark
sorcerer
side.
go!
And that's so much better than in like.
You know what? Lord Bane is winning.
And KOTOR, it is. In like KOTOR, Knights of the Old
Yeah.
whatever. Whenever they have like, you can choose the dark side
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's like it's always just story things. You see the dark side of the story.
Right.
Right.
It's never actually like.
There's a reason why you truly turn
Yes.
yourself that way.
I'm killing my father.
I have a couple things that I want to say real quick. I get a little confused when stuff just starts happening, and then all of a sudden
Oh, yeah.
I look up and I have almost no help. And I'm like, I don't even know what the hell just
Yeah,
happened.
they go on these 4 extra turn runs, extra
Right,
turn, extra turn.
but they're casting spells and they don't tell you. All of a sudden it's just like, boo, boo, and I'm like, what did he just do?
They also don't tell you what your spells do.
No, help.
Yeah, you hit
hit
help
the
with
help.
your spell.
I did that
for
with
pussies.
No, I did that with
No,
Paul,
you
because I was
gotta
like,
know what they do.
because once you know what they do, like
you-
channel
that's the
fire.
strategy,
What do you? What are you?
I'm a warrior.
Okay, what are you?
Warrior also. That's
What are
interesting.
you?
Wizard.
I wish. Don't you wish you were a wizard though? I have to say after.
I
playing
wish
it, I'm
I
like,
was a
Amy
warrior,
Jo
but I
Kid is
think
a
it's just
druid.
because it's hard. I think it's just because it's hard.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, it's great.
But
Go get it.
But yeah, we all highly recommend it. We're very early. I think it's really a horrible title. Puzzle Quest.
Yeah.
I think
it's
it's a genius
really-
title.
I think
it's a puzzle game. That's the name, and the suffix
boring.
is what a
it-
RPG normally.
You know
Does
what?
it sound boring to you? It sounds boring to me.
It does.
It does
It's
sound
not.
boring. It's not
Anyway.
boring.
But how else would you call?
Yes, puzzle it up. So last week we answered a whole bunch of questions on the forums in a very shooty round.
4 or 5.
You know, we had this whole grand plan that we were like, we
we're
got
gonna fire through
3
them.
minutes, we're going to go through 25 questions.
Well, we're much more modest in our expectations this week.
We have one, which was actually a viewer email from Brandon from Pennsylvania who asked simply, how did you guys meet? Which we
is
kind
a
of talked about.
great question, yeah.
Brilliant question. We kind of talked about it last week.
Yeah.
That I met you doing the Dignation commercial. Mm-hmm. And then we met Jeff doing pen and paper D&D.
Tabletop with
And-
20-sided die, full-on Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
have to say, I remember vividly walking in to
Yes.
where we were playing. Alex says hi to me.
Hi
I
to
look
you.
to my right, and there's this dude wearing a Superman shirt, and you didn't look like a gross, nerdy guy that
Yes, I remember this
envisioned.
too. Yeah.
And I was like, I can hang out with that. It was like I just felt like we were
That's-
from the same cloth, you know?
Yes.
Cloth, and that was the
And then
white
you were
cloth
a
I
monk
was thinking
because
of.
you were a monk.
I was a monk.
And then
and
he
you
sent
were-
me the flowers, and he kept showing at my house at odd
And
weird
now,
times.
here we are. But we thought it was funny because we actually, a while back, we went to a D&D pen and paper conference. I don't know if you would call it a conference. It was
Convention?
basically- It was a convention, thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would call it a convention
It's like
either.
United Nations.
It was
or, like,
in a
disgusting.
hotel.
It was
and
in a
there
hotel
were-
at the LAX.
There were dozens of people there.
At least
At least dozens. But we actually, for some reason, decided to videotape it. And it was way back before we
Yeah.
even thought about doing anything.
We had a
Yeah.
project we were gonna do. with
Yeah,
this.
And so we thought maybe we would just show you a little bit. We cut together some clips, and here we go.
Oh my god.
That's like an adorable off.
There is Realm Ward, which you guys.
That's glitter dust.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm Dr. Sleep.
Undergone a unofficial transformation.
I have gone through a facelift. I am a wood elf ranger, waiting to find my pets. At level 4, I get a companion, which I'm very excited about. And I'm the archer. That's 11 of damage for the first arrow. And I'm going to shoot again, because I don't like him.
I am Uku the Fearless Monk. That's right. That is me. I carry a nightlight, not because I'm afraid of the dark, but because the dark is afraid of me.
I am Soriak of the Blessed Hand.
Totally sweet.
Totally sweet. We're interested in getting tattoos, but we've heard that the best tattoo artist in the land is Denegar. Do you know where we might find him?
Yes, he is.
Nice.
Very charismatic.
What am I looking at? 8? Oh, your AC.
Yeah.
No, +4. +4. Mage
Armor,
armor.
bitch. We everybody woke up and all these fucking dwarves and people wearing armor and shit couldn't make it down to the stairs except for me and Ubu. We're like, Frank! And so we're down the stairs, we look down this hallway and there's just like these two giant things and these casters and Ubu was like, shoot them with your arrows! So it's like, I shoot these 2 arrows and it's like, tink, stick! And the guy just turns around and I'm like, oh. Wow, that was eye-opening. I need to make sure that my hair is always up.
It's nerdy, but it's It's rad.
Well, it's totally rad. It's awesome. If you haven't done it, do it.
And
but
I
it is
think that's what
very
we should
nerdy.
say is that the reason we all did it that time when we first met is that none of us had done it, and we were all very curious
Okay.
about it.
Okay,
Sounds like I'm
wait
talking
a
about
minute.
something
Whoa. I had done it many times before that, first off. Secondly,
But you were curious.
I always
You were
wanted to
very
do it as a
curious.
kid.
I was die curious.
That was a Jeffism. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well
with a
done.
little Dan flare with my hand.
That's awesome.
Oh boy.
That was Jeff and Dan. That was Alex putting Jeff and Dan hats on.
I was gonna say I always wanted to do it as a kid, but you could never get anyone to do it with me.
I agree.
So when I heard that we were gonna be doing it as adults,
yes,
I was in.
I agree. And to be able to do it at a conference in a hotel is amazing.
And I'll just
Men
say,
that look like that.
and I'll just say, I also enjoy sex.
There were some trolls.
Oh, yeah, we're not talking about
Oh, Jeff
Wait.
took one step
We're
further.
talking about masturbation.
No, that was 2 takes ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Masturbation.
So that's the
So
show.
anyway,
If you would like to send us some witty emails for us to answer, please send us emails at fans@totallyradshow.com.
Or visit the forums. We're at totallyradshow.com. And go in the forums post. We're all active there.
Yeah, we're going to
you
do the
can be-
forum rapid.
Yeah, post questions if you want.
Yeah.
Post questions, send us email questions.
Yep.
myspace.com/totallyradshow. We will be announcing when episodes come out, when we're doing special contests, whatevers.
And we
news
love the
about show.
comments. We love the comments we've gotten.
Oh, yeah.
Post comments, we all read them.
We'd love to be your friends, which is awesome. And we are going to do some really cool contests. We have some really fun
Coming up.
segments coming up as well, which we're very excited about. But until next time.
Oh,
No!
Wait.
My red is almost there!
I need to say one big thank you
How do I not...
to my mom.
Oh!
Who was part of this show. She came down. She was a really good sport. We wanted to
Yes.
test Nintendo's theory
awesome.
About Wii being for everybody.
And so, anyway, that's a cool thing to end the show on,
So
right?
thank you, Miss Kanata. You are also very rad.
Senora Canada.
Three bad dudes with nothing better to do than attack to catch a crew with the starship up to. But from the planet Q, which is space-time, they were stuck in 82 and must be rescued. They need a heroes to discuss the latest news and give us their reviews of games and movies too. Sure hope you're not confused. I swear it's all true, not just the premise too. The Totally Rad Show.
Hey guys,
You're not confused.
what should we do next? I'm ready to do anything. I'm ready to do whatever you want.
Not just the premise, too. The totally rad show.
Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad Show.
I'm thinking of masturbation.
I didn't.
That sounds forced.